I'd just like to introduce two gentlemen, particularly out-of-the-box thinker Paul Duncan, who is one of our co-hosts this evening. And he's co-hosting with his brother, Wayne Duncan, and I think most of you would have worked that out because the twin factor going on there is just amazing. But it's when I think I was just having a chinwag with Paul about, you know, I had a venue, then I didn't have a venue, one member's venue, not sure when his own venue is going to be available because he's moving offices. And so Paul is the can-do kind of guy that he is, and I knew he knew people and people with venues, and voila, here we are. So please make a warm welcome for Paul Duncan and Wayne Duncan. Paul Duncan first up, I think.
Thanks, Claire. Thanks, guys. Well, for all of you that don't know me, my name's Paul Duncan. My company is Competitive Edge Coaching, so I do business coaching and marketing strategists. So first of all, I want to welcome you, okay, tonight, to this venue. I want to thank Fleur for the opportunity to host with my brother tonight. And obviously I still want to thank my brother for giving us the venue, because this is his leasing space and he'll talk about it in a little while, but this is available as well. So if you're looking for some office space that's reasonably very, very cheap, then it's what you want to do. So, first of all, welcome. Now, what I do in my company very, very quickly is that I'm a marketing strategist, so I help small to medium businesses with their marketing needs. So technically what I want to try to do is outthink and outsmart your competition. Okay, so I've got a list of strategies and action plans that I use that have been proven. A couple of years ago I actually took that online, so I've got an e-learning platform that I sell as subscription-based. From that, I'm actually become an author. So this was a book that I released last year. Okay, so they're all the strategies that, or the fundamentals that I've been using for the last probably 10 years in the businesses that I've been working with. Okay, so that's available tonight for $19.95. There's a special tonight if you want to come on the 3-month trial on the e-learning and the book for $59. So that's about an $800 value for $59 if you want to come and see me at the end of the night about that. But what I want to do is very, very quickly is just take a little bit of a chapter out of the book and just explain the 4 fundamentals that I use with my business clients. Okay, now they're very, very powerful. Okay, now the first one is interrupt. Okay, now if you do not interrupt your customers or your clients in your marketing, you've lost them. Okay, so think about your website at the moment, right? When somebody is searching for your product and service and they go onto the website and they start searching, if you do not interrupt them in some way, they've gone to your competitor straight along. Okay, so it's normally the interrupt is a headline. Okay, so if you're doing in print marketing, it's a headline, your website. If you're actually in a networking event like today, or if somebody asks you what you do, it's what I call an elevator pitch. Okay, so it's technically a problem that a person has that they don't want. Okay, so in your headline, if you're addressing that, you're actually interrupting them. Okay, the second fundamental is you need to engage them. Okay, so the engage is technically a sub-headline for your headline. So it's a solution to that problem. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so you need, first off, you need the headline, which is really giving them, the problem, so you're hitting some hot spots. The second is you need to engage them. The third part of the fundamentals is you need to educate them. Okay, now 90% of businesses, of what I see, educate on things like we've been in business 30 years, we're Australian owned, we have the best quality service, blah, 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 right? In this day and age, it means jack to anybody. What they want to know is how and what you're going to do to solve my problem. Okay, once you educate on that, the next step is the offer. The call of action, what you want them to do in the next part of your sales funnel. Okay, so we've got interrupt, engage, educate, and offer. If you follow those 4 principles or those fundamentals in any of your marketing, you can't go wrong. You're taking people through the sales funnel. I've just done a survey and about 96% of every marketing I see out there normally does one or two of those, but not all four. So they technically just might interrupt the customer, okay, and that might be of something that they feel familiar with. You know, the ads on TV that you see all the, maybe the celebrities, okay, so you can relate to those celebrities, might be a nice cute baby or some animals. That's getting your attention and it's interrupting you. But then they go straight to the offer, you know, call here, whatever. So follow those four principles tonight. That's my message for tonight. Again, thanks Fleur, and I just want to hand over to my brother and he'll just let you know a little bit about this space. So yeah, hope we enjoy the night and thanks very much.
Hello everybody, I'll only be 2 secs. First of all, before we get anywhere, toilets. Toilets are actually around the back here, just if anybody needs to use the toilets. So that's the most important. Yeah, look, obviously Paul's and Fleur, sorry, in front of, sorry. Look, all I was saying is, and when I spoke to Paul, is I have certainly a few businesses, but I've got some space that is available from time to time. My business is warehouse and logistics in all intents and purposes, so I have quite a few warehouses, but I don't need multiple offices. So I do have offices. This is obviously one that's available. We use the warehouse here, and I've got a few more around the corner, and it's just come available. I've had tenants in and out. For the last probably 2 months, it's now been untenanted. So a great opportunity to have an audience is if anybody is needing to look. The beauty is because we already use, and we're not getting rid of the whole premises. How we actually do it is we just have quite a reasonable rate for somebody, but there's no outgoings, and outgoings is a hidden that people don't realize, and it's an unknown. We obviously pay our own outgoings, so that's the part that we do. So we don't charge electricity or anything like that. So it's just a flat rate, and it's just certainly under the market rate. So pretty much, if anybody, this particular premise is 145 square metres, air conditioned, has security systems, multiple entry points. I suppose 2 offices. If anybody needs a meeting room or a boardroom, then it can be subdivided. Simple as that. And have a good evening. Good luck.
Thanks so much, Wayne. I remember seeing Paul's presentation on his book, and he talked about interrupting people then, and that really stuck out. I think he's shared a little bit more. He had a bit more time to speak. But I've been recently interrupting people successfully in a social conversations on Facebook. Just haven't translated that through to business yet, but I'll do that on LinkedIn rather than Facebook. So if anyone looked at the manual car driving conversation last night, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I get random thoughts in my head and I go, I wonder if anybody else would like to talk about that. And I feel really blessed that a load of other people think very similar to me. So I think that's always good. And it's always good to know those people are following your own profile on Facebook, because that's what it's all about, being together with like-minded people. And that rate, I didn't realise, Wayne was telling me about this premises when I arrived. So, you know, it's a fantastic opportunity for him to showcase it. But he didn't tell me it was a flat rate and you didn't have to pay outgoings. That's amazing. So, yeah, let's spread the word and see if we can help him out there.